Hi everyone. So I did mention that I would be making a schedule for my autistic teenagers, and peeps have said to me, talk to me about it, see what, if I can give any advice. I mean, I don't know much about this stuff, but I can tell you what I know from my experience. So my boys are teenagers and they can read. So we've moved beyond objects and diagrams and photographs. So they can read. Now I've made it really basic. I've gone time. They can understand time. So I have actually physically put the times in there. Time. I've gone wake up time, and we're going to have breakfast on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. After breakfast, we do the old get dressed and brush teeth. Then I've made at 10 o'clock different activities. Some of them are quite specific, PE, so I should do something with them, even if it's watching Joe Wicks on YouTube. That would be awesome. Anything at all. And it doesn't have to last long. I'll be doing like 10 minutes of it, and then afterwards they know that they can just get on with whatever they want to get on with. Then at 11 o'clock we'll do a bit of numeracy. Now I'm not doing any worksheets, anything like that. Autistic children don't need things like that. They need a life experience, they need activities. I may even pick up a game and just play a game with a maths objective to it. We're all going to make lunch together, so I'm putting all sorts of independent skills and life skills in there. Then we're going to eat lunch. Oh, look, Reese is going to hoover at 2 o'clock. Marvellous. I'll have to help with that. He won't be able to do it on his own. And then we'll do something creative. So I've got all sorts, park, everything on there. I showed this to Ethan, who's the more severe of the two, and he was absolutely thrilled with it. And he kept saying, Tuesday park, Tuesday park. So he's really keen to get stuck into this. If he didn't have a schedule, when it came to Monday, he would be in a complete mess because school's just stopped. It's not in the diary. It's not in the calendar. There's no start time back to school. He keeps asking me what time he'll start back at school. He keeps showing me the calendar. I can't give him a date, but this is going to help lots with alleviating anxiety. So all the related behaviours that happens with anxiety, they're not going to happen because they have a written schedule. Right, easy peasy then. Oh, what I will mention is this. When things change, inevitably they change, and my kids are quite good with change actually. I'm going to change it like this. Bit of blue tack, stick it on, cover that one, and write down what it changes to, and they will be thrilled. They'll be absolutely fine with that. So if I'm going shopping, I can write shopping on there, and it's done, and they'll be chuffed. No probs. Right, next one. I'm just going to show you, just in case you're not at the written stage. This is what I used to do with Ethan when he was little. I'll show you in a textbook because I haven't got a schedule with me. If you imagine that you've got a long piece of card, you can go vertical, you can go horizontal, whatever works for you. And we're just going to put a couple of things, just a couple of things that indicate what we're going to do today. And that's it. So you can go again and down and pull across. Now, not everyone's at this stage. You can't assume that your autistic child's going to understand diagrams. You can't even assume that your autistic child's going to understand photographs. You may be on an object level, so you may be using something that represents the place you're going to go. It doesn't have to be directly the same. It doesn't have to be chips from McDonald's. It can be anything that your child associates with McDonald's. It could be a McDonald's toy, whatever it is. Take it with them whenever you go to McDonald's, so that they associate this thing with McDonald's or wherever you're going, and then you can put a series of objects, just a couple of objects. Again, I'm not an expert, but that kind of visual representation of what everyone's doing in a certain order will help make things feel so much better. On a really simple level, you could do this. This is great for out and about, first and then. So first we're going to go to the park, then we're going to go to McDonald's. Or again, if they're on an object level, it would be an object that they'd associate with park, or photographs if they're at that level. I can always show you a few activities that will help children make that connection between objects and photographs. If you want me to do that, I can do that later on. So yeah, you can do that one. The first and then thing's great with my kids. Sometimes Ethan gets wound up when he's out and about because he doesn't know what time he's going home. We're just sat at the pub, as you do, that you can't do right now. Sat at the pub, and he doesn't know when he's going home. So I could use this, or even a piece of paper, and I will write, first we're doing this, and I'll write, then we're doing this, the time we're coming back. It all depends upon where your kids are at, whether they understand time or just want to stick to first and then. So this is dead simple. If you want me to elaborate, I can. It's just a load of garbled nonsense at the moment, but I'm hoping it kind of makes it a little bit clearer. Any questions, ask away. Have a wonderful time in self-isolation. Good luck.